the cards. Like, he holds the ball's in his court when we set up 4 5v5s, and if Gen.G have prio, which, you know, look at the stats for that, it's pretty Gen.G favored. They usually
you might think that it's Cope, but KT are doing things. Oh, never mind. Maybe this is not the things they wanted to be doing. Wait, is at least able to battle down.
Has a jungler that's going to slam somebody into a wall.
Yeah, Canyon is just going to throw a rock into this bottom lane. Decent little knock up there from Wei. It doesn't get stunned into the wall, as now Dura going to have to flash to get himself out of the way. That was not the dive that Gen.G were looking for, but they're still sticking around. They've held onto this wave, so they might be able to get another opportunity, but these health bars are not very high. And Wei is holding this wave just offside. Canyon just going to flash in, though, and there is first blood. Never mind.
All Canyon has to do
just takes a little bit longer, as Ruler almost died.
Oh,
the flash! Okay, does get the flash out from Ruler, but I think try to recall. This is not going to work, because can make the wind become the lightning.
He doesn't have his ult either, because he already used it. Try to clear the wave to get that recall. He's probably just going to have to walk out.
Yep, he is going to be able to do that.
He still has TP, though.
He misses a large wave, because he's not teleporting back to this one unless he wants to die.
Sure, he's going to have to back and then TP bottom side.
Further behind or anything like that outside of losing some health bars. The CS numbers are doing all right, as Canyon's going to make his way over. Oh, never mind. It could just be doomed. As Wei not going to be... Oh, he actually waits out the Steadfast Presence, just barely survives.
Ruler set that up with his True Shot Barrage. Like, he was 2 steps ahead of, like, okay, I think I can get kill pressure here. It's just insane to watch. Duro gets on top of Wei, so he can't actually use his W to get out. He's forcing them back away. Drops the Ignite in desperation.
Well, Canyon is going to make his way in here. Does set up, but Duro does have the inside track. Dr. I'm going to come on over. He actually blast coned his way in. There's the Impale, but Cuz still keeping himself relatively safe. The flash out there from Cuz as they go back in looking for Chovy. That is going to be the kill. It goes over to Wei, unfortunately, but they'll take it. They are going to even things out. Now the stun is going to connect, and the 1-2 punch here of the Xin Zhao Annie is going to work until they are evicted from the plane. Cuz just goes down. There's the knock up, as the answer might actually be here, and there it is. Feathers get pulled back. Wei might be dead, but BDD is just going to wander his way back in. No mana to speak of.
More playable after that scenario.
100%. And now Wei is going to try and get out of the way. Dom here could be in trouble, but that's going to be the snare. The quickness comes on through. The flash has to be employed to get Canyon out of trouble, as the teleport in from BDD is looking for Ruler. Does manage to find him. True Shot Barrage just bit. Wow, Wei just didn't even flinch.
Yeah, Wei's like, I've seen a lot of True Shot.
I think
that was a really aggressive play that cost Canyon this flash. Right? Ruler doesn't have cleanse anymore.
Oh, we got a ward going into this brush. They spot all 4 members as the equalizer goes down. Goodbye, jungler. Thanks for the leash, says Gen.G, as Canyon very comfortably steals that away. The Ornhorn going to come down as he just turns his way out of it. Oh, no.
Barely get it. Looks like he just barely will. So that's money.
Yeah, a little bit more coming back. 250 going to be the
Chovy.
difference here, as Chovy could, like, I mean, he is in a lot of trouble. There's not a lot of justice in that punch, as a bear goes down. He taunts them all, and they're like, yes. And then they kill him.
And Chovy shows up now. Does have his ultimate, so skirmishing here is going to be really tricky. And Keen has the teleport TP.
No teleport for Perfect. You cannot fight this KT.
There's no way.
Yep, Duro is just going to send Cuz away. And that is a guaranteed take on the Rift Herald. KT still wanting to look for something here. I'm not sure about it, as the equalizer goes down. And Wei able to use that quickness, getting himself out of the way, as Dr. so incredibly close to dead, but will be able to keep himself alive. And the question I have is, like, why?
Yeah.
Why are we fighting? Why are we doing this? The flash out from Cuz gets him to safety, but why does he need to get to safety? As Wei is almost dead, he gets out, but why? BD flashes in! And I think I know why he was looking for a kill, but I just don't know whether he's going to be able to find it, as now they're able to back away. KT, we don't have to.
No. And, like,
all right,
Canyon is just going to make sure they don't try to defend this turret, but remember when I asked the question about who does BDD ult if they don't have any prio? Those, he didn't do anything.
BDD trying to be sneaky. It is going to get spotted out there by Keen. And Wei is just going to try and push Canyon out of here. More battling, as this time Perfect does have his teleport. Now we're actually fighting for an objective. And Gen.G are in the area. Duro with a beautiful angle. True Shot Barrage just means that Cuz and Wei are already so low. They do get the redemption, so this health bar isn't too much of a problem, but Wei is going to have to try and get himself out, and I just don't know whether it's going to happen. Gets a knock-up onto Canyon here, but no one's there to follow up.
Chovy the whole time is denying entry for Perfect. He's like, you can't get in here. I'm not going to allow it. Not going to let that Ornn actually Ornn this fight. And we have complete control on the bottom side. Chovy's like literally chasing him to the mid turret now. He's like, yo, you are not actually coming to this objective fight. KT, I'm going to deny you the fight you shouldn't have taken last time. This time you just cannot even get there. And that's a free dragon.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
And with no cross map, no return.
No.
Wei?
Yeah, he didn't even have ult, so it wasn't like he was going to set up for a huge play anyway, but Equalizer goes down, and Gen.G looking to take that Drake and then move on and grab this turret. In the meantime, Chovy is in the top lane, taking the outer turret up there.
So it's Gen.G who gets the objective and the cross map, I see.
Yes. Gen.G is taking the objective and cross.
Teleporting now, he's teleporting far away.
Okay, he is going to teleport now, at least. As there's the knock-up onto Canyon. They want to be able to take down the jungler. He's so tanky. Still, he's able to deliver a gargoyle and flash away. Tibbers gets ulted on. True Shot Barrage this time is not going to find the mark. Neither does the Equalizer really, although Doctom is so incredibly low. Chovy dives in, gets the Featherstorm out here as Doctom uses the barrier. Canyon, he manages to snipe him. Down goes the Lover's Jaw. The Ornn is picked up, and it's an instant triple for Ruler, who is now 5
until Gen.G ended up getting too much control, and then a desperate Otacon now means KT just got nothing. And it looked so good until Canyon's Impale. Like, I'm kind of okay with the concept.
I do think it's probably still Duro.
We've talked about this a lot in the LCK. When you're behind against a team like Gen.G, you just have to go hide on bush and hope for the best.
I mean, it's Molten Edge time as well, so at least Doctom is doing a bunch of extra damage. BDD does take down Duro as they set the trap and look to take... Canyon's drifting has been so sick today.
He's the only Skarner player in our league right now, and so he is by default the best, but if everyone was playing Skarner and I watched this game, I'd be like, well, he's the best.
Yeah. Ruler is going to take down in
like,
does get himself out of the way as Canyon, I mean, it was a cool play, but I think maybe he heard us saying that he was like super cool and stuff, and then he does that thing where he goes a little bit too far.
I don't know, he just panned over and I watched Doctom with his ult get impaled. I was like, that's a good play, but
they are flashing in. Great quickness play there onto Keen as the Equalizer is in a decent position. The gargoyle delivery is so good, and Keen picks up the first kill for not Ruler in this game, and Ruler is a bit angry about that, so he's going to grab another one for himself as what goes up must come down, and that equals another double here for Ruler. 7-0 here for this Ezreal, and now Wei is getting chased down. True Shot Barrage, if that connected, he was dead, but he is not.
Canyon gets an Impale, and it's like, oh my god, he got knocked off, but there's no follow-up, and they're like, okay, this is our Ian. There's no Impale anymore. They're out of position. We can force the time. And then if Doctom was there, I think 100% you smash that fight, but he just wasn't there in time.
Yeah. Well, he's here now. There you go. The Ram. All right. We get a Bellows Breath. There's a nice knock-up onto Ruler. I mean, nothing's really going to come of it as the Arcane Shift gets him out of that grand entrance because, the Impale's so good here from Canyon. Once again, Ruler gets his 8th. He's legendary. He already was. I mean, it's Ruler, but he's going to grab a 9th here on the back end. As Gen.G, I think they want to go home. I think they're kind of done with this one as they are looking for their first inhibitor of the game. Keen was in the bottom lane, by the way, guys, pushing this Baron wave towards this inhibitor, and they'll take 2 at the same time, which is kind of what they've been doing all game.
Yeah, that's really a great way to put it. Atlas says, okay, maybe we get one?
Nah, it's Gargoyle delivery. That's what's going to come on through here as Chovy puts himself in position with a great Justice Punch. The Nexus, it belongs to Gen.G now as Ruler, bobbing for apples, takes down Doctom. BDD, the next one in trouble as they just destroy them on their fountain. And Gen.G, yeah, they'll make swift work of KT here today.